The Sunshine Club is a group based in Paisley that supports people with brain injuries. Now the stories of some of these members are being told in a new musical comedy called Invisible.
Invisible started as a therapy session with Robin doing the music and those wonderful songs, and I volunteered to do the theatre side of it. And the idea was always to do a film, but lo and behold, I'm also involved with the Largs Players Theatre, and we've had 24 years of a summer theatre in the town. And to be honest, I was struggling to fill it with the normal comedy plays. So it struck me that we could take Invisible, create it into a stage version. So we've come up with this show which forms part of the traditional summer theatre.
Welcome to the Sunshine Club. This is a club for head cases. But I'm not being rude. The characters in this story have been through brain trauma, head injuries, but they're still living and they're fighting back. Let me introduce them to you. Here's our Guido. There's John, Peter at the back, Julie, and the worst case of all, Robin.
Invisible is just it's a show about people who've suffered a head injury. And the head injury comes from many different ways. You can have a trauma that causes it, tumours, aneurysms, strokes. But most of them are quite invisible. You can't see mine, can you? So it's invisible. I've been going around brain injury clubs singing the songs for quite a few years now, but I decided that maybe I should actually put them all together and write a script down and tell the story at the same time and maybe raise awareness that way rather than me just singing. So that was the idea, but I'm not a script writer, so it's a very, very simple story, and I've been helped by many people along the way.
I was introduced to Robin about the beginning of 2016 from a mutual friend because I was interested in theatre and he let me hear his music, I was lured along and was handed this script that had about a dozen characters in it. And that was fine for therapy sessions where we worked with the head and brain injury people. Over the last 18 months, some of the people emerged. There's guys like Guido and John, and of course Robin himself have all gone through this brain trauma experience. And when we got to the stage of doing a stage version, I interviewed 5 of the characters and wrote these monologues. So we realised that with the songs and the monologues, we just needed to tighten the script, and it became a 45-minute presentation. And on the first night, we had a standing ovation.
My name's John, and I'm a survivor of a brain hemorrhage. See, when I was wee, I was crap at sport. You see now, I'm the goalkeeper for the West of Scotland Football Club for physically disabled. And I wasn't bad at wheelchair basketball either, till I didn't need the wheelchair anywhere.
I moved back to Glasgow so I could start doing my voluntary work. And I then moved to Paisley after that. And just down the road there was the Disability Resource Centre. And I spoke to a woman there and she referred me to Warriors Head Injury Service. And the Head Injury Service told me, Margaret and Susan came out to the house and they told me about the Sunshine Club. And it took me a long time to come round to go into the club. I was really isolated at that time. I was locking myself in the house and people pretty much weren't seeing me for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time.
Do you know that the best stories were the true stories? Their stories, like Guido's story.
It's a status quo song called Down Down. I've been a status quo fan for a very, very long time. I've been banging my head all my life. I was travelling on the A9 road, and I'm a very experienced motorcyclist. I had bashed my head, broken bones, my lungs, and I was in a coma for about 3 to 4 weeks. And when I came out of the coma, I couldn't feel anything. Couldn't feel my arms, my legs, anything. I couldn't open my eyes for 3 days. Then I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything, and they helped me to get me to a state where I could walk with sticks, but that took a long time. Hopkins 2014. I was at home and I woke up, and then I started crying for hours and hours and hours about what I had become. And then, suddenly, my brain switched on like a light bulb. And then, there was this chap at the door. This time, I got up and answered the door. It was Margaret from the Sunshine Club. I've got to tell you, Margaret's sitting over there right now. Margaret came into my house. Margaret came into my house and she spent 3.5 hours listening and trying to help me. And then she came week after week after week after week. And then she took me to the Sunshine Club, where I met like-minded people, if you can excuse the pun. But I've got to tell you, the Sunshine Club made a dream come true for me. Not like the way it could have been. That status quo song, Down, Down, and Deeper and Down. Thank you, Sunshine Club. When Margaret took me to the club the first time, I wouldn't go anywhere. I wouldn't go into a supermarket. I wouldn't go anywhere. I wouldn't talk to people. The only people I spoke to was my mum and my brother, and that would be in this house. Margaret got me to the Sunshine Club. She came, picked me up, took me. Now, the first time I went in was very strange. I got introduced to everyone, and everyone welcomed me. They were all so nice. But I was listening to what people were saying. And I went the following week and I'd listened to someone else. And when you're listening to these people, you'll go, I remember that happened to me. I remember having those thoughts. I remember doing something silly like that. And what happens is that you understand that these people are all like have been through what you've been through, and they're maybe at a better level than what you are just now. So that gives you the confidence of trust to listen to them. It also gives you a bonding.
First time I sat in that group, it was the first time in over 20 years I felt on an equal level with everybody in a room. And you don't feel that you need to watch what you're saying, you don't feel judged. When I go out now, I play guitar, I'm out doing things like this, I'm going on holidays, I'm going out my way to help other people now. I volunteer with the British Red Cross fixing and repairing wheelchairs for the same department that gave my mum and dad my first wheelchair. So it's almost like being able to give something back, which also helps you bring your confidence away up there. You know, it's a really good feel-good factor kind of thing to it. And I suppose when you get through something as serious as brain injury, every feel-good factor you can get, you've got to grasp with both hands.
When we go cycling in Arran, we get the ferry across and we go cycling. Christmas, we all have a Christmas meal together. They have cinema nights. They have various events in the whole year with the Sunshine Club. But as they say, they also send you to other things that are maybe to do with the Renfrewshire Council. There's also teaching, all sorts of things. So there is an awful lot. Now, if there was no Quarriers and no Sunshine Club, I possibly would not have left this house.
Everybody there has been through the same thing. They've all been, so you can, not only can you get empathy, but you can give empathy, because we've all been there too. You know, anybody that's in the club, any problems they have, we've been there, we've been through it, and that's a really good thing about the Sunshine Club. But you've also got the side of the carers. Now, the Sunshine Club's about 3 hours on a Friday, so that's 3 hours break they get for us, unless we go away for the day and they get a full day off if we go away gallivanting.
If I told you I had 2 grown children, that'll maybe give you some idea of what a paralysed man can do.
I promised a friend who went all through high school with me, she was getting married in Inverness, and I promised her that I would walk at her wedding with no sticks, no nothing. And a few months went by and a lot of swimming, a lot of gym and stuff, and I'd done exactly that. I walked at her wedding. I've jumped out of a plane, I've done skydives, which I had to sign a disclaimer for because of my type of brain injury. No one with my type of brain injury had jumped out of a plane before. And my attitude was, well, I've already chat death's door. Well, it's the worst that can happen. I've got a lump. If I land rang, then that's fine.
I go to the Sunshine Club every Friday. It's an amazing place. And I'm at a level now where you'll see someone coming in for the first time, and I can think back to when that was me, and we all try our utmost to help everyone, which is fantastic.
And raised an awful lot of money to help Epilepsy Scotland, nearly £2,000. And now I'm doing this with the Quarriers and the Sunshine Club to help with awareness.
My name is Matthew. I think I might just be able to help.
How, you an MP?
No.
You an MSP?
No.
You a councillor?
No.
Thank God for that.
I think you've got to have a bit of lightheartedness in the subject. Because I think that's where what you're trying to do is you're trying to raise awareness. And to raise awareness is you've got to make it interesting enough for people to listen to something. Therefore, comedy is the best way to, give people a bit of laugh, but at the same time, then put a serious note in at the same time and a song. And hopefully they'll go away thinking, they'll remember that there are people with head injuries who aren't alien, they're just ordinary people. Something happened to them, and that's what it's about.
And I once worked in Inverness, and the castle was a tour guide. And when the tourist asked me for my lunch, I'd just tell him I got shot in the back of Preston's hands.
Jokes like that, the guys started to add them themselves. So I think we've got a great balance of a serious subject, but we treat it with a bit of lightness.
Humour, well certainly for me, I found humour has been a big part of my recovery.
How much is that going to cost us?
I work pro bono.
Hang on, is that no Don Singer for you too?
And so I think a lot of people, when you go through something like this, that's life or death, you tend to learn to deal with things with humour. And awareness is a big problem with head injury, epilepsy, etc. And maybe the best way to get through to people and get them to listen, rather than listen to someone going, oh, sad story, and one groan, whatever, I can't do this, I can't do that. Listen to somebody having a joke and a laugh about it. It's going to go in, it's going to help, hopefully raise awareness.
And I'm pretty sure we'll continue to present this in various places. You know, we might be invited to do it. And any time we do it, it'll be raising money for SHIMS, which is the Scottish Head Injuries Music Support Group that Robin started up. And I'm now the secretary of. I don't know how that happened.
It was out of this world. People, the public, loved the musical. You could see that they got a lot from it, and that's why we're going to carry on with it, because it's a great thing for awareness. And you know, it was sold out. It was fantastic.
At the end of the day, it's not just about the people that come here and do what we're doing just now. It's trying to put word out there so that we can help raise awareness, no matter whether that's governmental or through councils or whatever, for brain injury and stuff like that. Because a lot of folk write you off. You know, they think they're finished. And I've only just started.